EastEnders has teased an explosive reunion for Kat Moon and Zoe Slater in a newly released trailer. Zoe made a brief return to our screens earlier this year, when it was revealed that she was staying in a flat with Stacey Slater. After narrowly avoiding being discovered by Kat, Zoe admitted she was in trouble and ran away to Spain. Kat's husband Alfie Moon vowed to bring Zoe back, but returned alone after struggling to find her. Meanwhile, Kat remained oblivious to her estranged daughter's predicament, but that's all about to change. A new trailer, posted on EastEnders' Instagram account, has teased the long-awaited mother of all reunions, as Zoe returns to Walford after 2 decades. Zoe Slater, Michelle Ryan, returns to Albert Square with 20 years of deep-rooted resentment towards her mum Kat, Jessie Wallace, fractured family relationships, and siblings she has never met, reads the caption. The clip begins with Kat enjoying the sunshine as she adjusts her makeup in a mirror. Unbeknownst to her, a scowling Zoe soon steps out of a cab into the pouring rain. The trailer flits between scenes of Zoe stomping through the square in the downpour, and an upbeat Kat grinning and joking with her family. Outside the doors of the Queen Vic, the pair finally come face to face. Kat's smile quickly falls and her eyes are filled with shock as she sees her daughter. How will she react to Zoe's sudden appearance? Meanwhile, the trailer also features a small cameo from Sharon Watts, hinting at her upcoming return to Walford. Sharon was last seen on screen in April before she jetted off to Australia. Could she be on the next flight home? EastEnders teases explosive Kat and Zoe Slater reunion after 20 years. Introduction, the mother of all reunions. EastEnders has officially set the stage for one of its most iconic and emotional reunions in years. A brand new trailer, released on the soap's official Instagram account, teases the long-awaited face-to-face between Kat Moon, Jessie Wallace, and her estranged daughter Zoe Slater, Michelle Ryan. For longtime fans, this moment has been 2 decades in the making, and the BBC has promised nothing less than the mother of all reunions. The clip itself is short, but it has already sent fans into a frenzy, as Zoe is seen stepping out of a cab in the pouring rain, while Kat, unaware of what's about to happen, enjoys a sunny day in Albert Square. The two worlds collide in a dramatic showdown outside the Queen Vic, a moment filled with shock, tension, and the potential for heartbreak. But to understand just how powerful this reunion could be, we need to rewind the clock and revisit Zoe's complicated history with her mother, the Slater family, and Walford itself. Zoe Slater's iconic past in EastEnders. Zoe Slater was first introduced in 2000 as part of the unforgettable Slater clan, who immediately shook up Walford with their secrets, scandals, and strong family ties. Young, fiery, and headstrong, Zoe quickly became a central character in one of the soap's most shocking and defining storylines. Her bond with Kat was always presented as that of mother and daughter, but in 2001, EastEnders delivered one of its most iconic moments in soap history. In a heart-stopping confrontation, Kat revealed that she wasn't Zoe's sister, as Zoe had always believed, but her mother. The explosive line, "You ain't my mother," followed by Kat's furious scream of, "Yes I am," became a defining moment not just for the Slater family, but for EastEnders as a whole. This revelation tore the family apart, reshaped Zoe's identity, and created years of bitterness and mistrust between mother and daughter. Their bond was fractured beyond repair, and although Kat tried at times to rebuild a relationship, Zoe eventually left Walford in 2005. Since then, her absence has loomed large, her story unfinished, her pain unresolved. Kat and Zoe's estrangement 20 years of silence. For 2 decades, Zoe has lived away from Walford, carrying the scars of her difficult childhood and the betrayal she felt from Kat's lies. Kat, meanwhile, built a life with Alfie Moon, her other children, and the wider Slater clan. But the shadow of her estranged daughter has always haunted her. When Zoe briefly returned earlier this year, fans thought reconciliation might finally be on the cards. Staying secretly in a flat with Stacey Slater, Zoe admitted she was in trouble but quickly ran away to Spain before Kat discovered her presence. It was a painful reminder of how deep the wounds between mother and daughter still ran. Alfie attempted to bring Zoe back, traveling to Spain with the hope of reuniting the pair. But his efforts failed, and he returned to Kat empty-handed, leaving her none the wiser about her daughter's struggles. For Kat, it was business as usual, but for viewers, it was clear that Zoe's story was far from over. The trailer, Sunshine Meets Rain. The newly released trailer perfectly captures the emotional storm brewing around Kat and Zoe's reunion. It opens with Kat basking in the sunshine, laughing, joking, and applying makeup in a mirror, a symbol of her current sense of stability and control. But the tone shifts dramatically as Zoe steps out of a cab in the pouring rain, scowling and determined. The contrast couldn't be starker. Kat surrounded by warmth and light, Zoe consumed by cold and darkness. As the trailer cuts between these two realities, the tension builds until the inevitable showdown outside the Queen Vic. Kat's cheerful smile collapses into shock and disbelief as her eyes lock on Zoe for the first time in years. The silence in that moment says more than words ever could. Sharon Watts cameo, a hint at more drama. The trailer also includes a surprising cameo from Sharon Watts, Letitia Dean, who has been off-screen since April after leaving for Australia. Her brief appearance hints at her imminent return, sparking speculation that Sharon will play a key role in the upcoming storylines. With Sharon and Kat's fiery history, her presence during Zoe's return could add an extra layer of drama. Will Sharon be a confidant, a rival, or perhaps an unlikely ally in the Slater family's turmoil? Fan reactions, social media buzz. Within minutes of the trailer dropping, fans flooded social media with their excitement. On Instagram and X, formerly Twitter, EastEnders viewers shared theories about Zoe's comeback. Some fans expressed sheer joy at seeing Michelle Ryan back in Walford after 2 decades, calling her return legendary and long overdue. Others speculated about what Zoe's arrival would mean for Kat, Alfie, and the wider Slater family. One fan wrote, "The moment we've all been waiting for. Zoe versus Kat. This is going to be explosive." Another added, "That trailer gave me chills. Sunshine and rain, mother and daughter, iconic." What Zoe's return means for the Slater family. Zoe's reappearance is not just about her relationship with Kat. It has massive implications for the entire Slater clan. Stacy, Jean, Big Mo, and even the younger generation like Lily will all be impacted by her arrival. Zoe has siblings she has never met, and Kat will have to navigate introducing her estranged daughter to a family she barely knows. Old wounds will be reopened, secrets may resurface, and loyalties will be tested. For a family already known for chaos and conflict, Zoe's presence could ignite a powder keg. Possible future storylines, resentment, revenge, or reconciliation. So what's next for Kat and Zoe? EastEnders has remained tight-lipped, but the possibilities are endless. Resentment. Zoe may return with anger and bitterness, blaming Kat for the struggles she has faced in life. This could lead to fiery clashes, public confrontations, and emotional breakdowns. Revenge. Could Zoe be harboring a darker agenda? Some fans speculate she may seek to ruin Kat's happiness, perhaps targeting Alfie or other members of the family. Reconciliation. On the flip side, this could be the beginning of healing. Zoe and Kat might slowly rebuild their bond, offering viewers an emotional redemption arc that has been 2 decades in the making. Whatever direction the writers choose, one thing is certain, Zoe's return will reshape Walford in ways nobody expects. Conclusion. A historic EastEnders moment. EastEnders has always thrived on family secrets, emotional showdowns, and shocking returns. The Kat and Zoe reunion combines all three, promising to deliver one of the soap's most unforgettable moments. With Sharon Watts also returning, Alfie's role in the drama still to be explored, and the Slater family set to be rocked to its core, the stage is set for an explosive autumn in Walford. For fans who remember the iconic, "You Ain't My Mother" scene, this is the next chapter in a story that began over 20 years ago. For newer viewers, it's a chance to witness history in the making, a powerful reminder of why EastEnders remains the beating heart of British soap opera.